I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
Starving. Do we have anything?
Leftover chicken, cheese.
Oh, there's bread on this counter.
Like a sandwich?
Oh. Will the little lady make her man a sandwich?
If you promise never to call me little lady again.
Okay. Well, it better be good.
It's gonna be fucking delicious.
I'll be the judge of that.
Actually, you don't know this about me, but back in the day, I considered myself a sandwich artiste. I always made my own lunch boxes. I never got my mom to make a sandwich like me. It's gonna be an open-faced sandwich, which is fantastic because personally, I think open-faced sandwiches have a superior flavor distribution. They're like pizzas. We never order calzones because there's too much dough to cheese ratio. I mean, yeah, you could really stuff a calzone, but then it heats unevenly, and so you have to cut it open to let it cool, and then you're just left with a pile of steaming melted cheese on a plate. You know, most people don't know this, but the secret to a fantastic sandwich is not just in tasty flavor combinations, obviously, but in the ideal distribution of all the ingredients. Like, for instance, my technique was always to put the tomato and the pickle in between the lettuce, and then in between the ham, and then in between the cheese, and then the bread, so that the wet ingredients was as far away as possible from the dry ingredients. When my sandwiches got more elaborate, actually, I would just put the tomato and the pickle in another container entirely. Because if the bread is soggy, then the sandwich is ruined, and then my entire fucking day is ruined, literally. Which sounds dramatic. You like soft cheese, but I like hard cheese. What if I just did like a little bit of each? The school wasn't that bad. I think I was just bored all the time mostly, and I always want to eat when I'm bored. You know that. This is still good. Plus, we never had any good snacks. Ever. So my sandwich had to do all the heavy lifting. No one wanted to trade Gushers or Fruit Loops. Fruit by the foot. For Nature Valley oat bars or apples. Okay, so now I think I'm just going to alternate one cheese and then the other cheese. And so one cheese and then the other cheese. And one cheese, but I don't think you're gonna be able to tell the difference. Maybe it'll be like a little test. Is it cheddar or is it Gouda? Is it cheddar or is it Gouda? I don't know. Kevin Parsons had Dunkaroos in his lunchbox every single fucking day, and he never ate them. I know, because I would watch, and then I would keep track of when he had more than one in his lunchbox, and then I would sneak in at recess to take one. But only when he had two, because that way he could have one if he wanted, and maybe he wouldn't even really notice. Couldn't go with that shit in high school, though. No one had good snacks in high school. Plus, we didn't have a cafeteria, so everyone just had to stand around in the hallways, munching awkwardly in little groups. I would eat my sandwich slowly and take lots of really small bites to make it last as long as possible, because otherwise, I'd be stuck with vegetables. Vegetables. I have a visceral memory of eating carrots, baby carrots, with this group of girls. I don't know why I was hanging out with them. I generally found them very annoying. They were always complaining about something, but my carrots were very bitter and bland, and this one girl's voice was so whiny and high-pitched, and all of a sudden I couldn't tolerate it, and so I threw the carrot at her face. Oh, I haven't thought about that in a minute. Amelia, I wasn't trying to hurt her. I wasn't... But yeah, she was pissed. This does not look very good. Everyone looked at me like I'd murdered a fucking kitten, which I thought was a little bit dramatic. Getting pickles. Okay, now I feel like I'm failing this challenge because the sandwiches don't... I have a plan. Do you remember a time before baby cut carrots? I remember the moment that they just started showing up in the grocery stores, because before that you had to cut up carrots and put them in water. And then there were baby carrots everywhere, but I thought that they were regular or like special carrots, like a special breed of carrot that didn't grow into adulthood. Like that episode on the chef's table in season 1 when that guy goes to the seed library in the United States where all the seeds are, where farmers don't plant them anymore because everyone in America wants big vegetables. The pickle's gonna go on top of the tomato because they're opposite colors on the color wheel. So he grew these other seeds, and turns out the small vegetables had a higher concentration of flavor, and so that is what he serves at his 5-star Michelin restaurant. But baby carrots are just regular vegetables cut up. They're just a regular sized carrot cut up. And I think there was even a lawsuit about it because now, have you noticed that all of the packaging says baby cut carrot, not baby carrot? Because they have to acknowledge that it's not a special carrot. I'm feeling defensive. I know it's not okay to throw a carrot at someone's face. I know that. I didn't intend to throw it at Amelia's face. It was just one of those things where you have an impulse and then you do it before you remember to tell yourself to think, and then you're like, why the fuck did I do that? Ew. She probably thinks I hate her, which is fair, but I didn't. I just thought her conversation was boring, which is maybe worse, so I wasn't gonna tell her that. Herbs. Actually, I don't think I said anything. I don't remember anyways. I just remember putting the rest of the carrots in the garbage. Can't be trusted with those. I think the dill and the pickle is actually going to be really good together. You just have to hold it steadily while you eat it. I think I wanted to be friends with Amelia at one point, actually. Then I realized I didn't like her. I guess I decided I didn't like her because I assumed she didn't like me, which is fair. But it's probably because she thought that I didn't like her because of the baby carrot. Well, my takeaway is that you can never underestimate the importance of delicious food. Which I think, little man, you might be in for. Okay.
Oh. Sorry, did you say something?
Oh, no, nothing. I made an open-faced sandwich.
Huh. Great. Thanks, old lady.
So it's like, so it's actually great.
Just let me know.
Sorry it took me so long. I know I do this every time I get all dressed up and make it a whole big thing, but I don't know. I figured I might as well try, right? Like, even if it's just us. Thank you again for coming. I know that I can be a lot and that I've had some bad temper lately. But you weren't exactly there for me whenever I needed you. You left me alone with her. Alone to figure it out. Do you know what it's like to live with somebody like her? She's a nightmare. She's messy and she's loud and she has this eating thing and it's like a full-time job for me, not for her, okay? And everything has to be a performance. It's a binge and then a purge and a binge and then a purge. And I'm the one that has to clean it up. Just to watch her fall apart all over again. And it's exhausting. And you know, she blames me every time. It's like her favorite hobby. It probably is. My fault. Anyways, that's not why I'm here. Do you remember what you said to me? That anytime I could come and knock on your door and you would be there to answer. I knocked. I banged. Actually. And I waited. And there was nothing. There was nothing. But I mean, my family thinks I've lost it. My friends. They've stopped asking. But they don't get it. I'm devoted to you. I mean, what other choice do I have? I would give you all of me. I'm sorry. Did I cross a line there? Or did you? Whenever you told me to surrender to you. Because I don't think I have anything left.
I've been suffering from motion sickness. It feels something like this. It's like a dizzying. Honestly, I'm not going to do that because that's going to be awful to watch. But we're back in business. We had to lay down. We had some orange juice. And we're ready for some sea camp.
And did you feel good about the directing part of today?
I mean, Uh-huh.
You know, it's like you're always your worst critic.
Of course.
But I felt like I did something that I wanted to do, so I'm proud.
Amazing. I'm proud of you. Great job.
I think it's like we like if you get your early warning and Colpa,
This is glamorous, isn't it? Person coming up here with a bucket, but fear not. The money's gone to what's inside. I'm Toby. I'm a psychiatrist, I'm afraid. My father was a heart surgeon. And when I told him I wanted to specialize in psychiatry, his response was, "Oh, really? Cinderella of medicine," which gut-wrenching. Because Dad, you see, didn't believe in psychiatry. He thought the whole thing with Freud and everything being determined by your parents was nonsense. But I was determined to prove him wrong. But in all seriousness, I do feel like I have vanquished my father in a way, because I didn't want to be a heart surgeon. I didn't want to be a plumber of the body. I wanted to be an explorer of it. So I became a psychiatrist. And like all doctors, you find that the chosen specialty is defined by what goes wrong. When the brain goes wrong, there are symptoms of physical causes, as with anything else. But because we think with our brain, we struggle to frame it as the complex piece of biological machinery that it is. As you stand here, listening to me, your brain is generously doing the basics to keep you alive. Breathing, your heart pumping. But it's also regulating other things, so you don't have to consciously think about them. Like your temperature, ignoring the sound of other people breathing, forcing food through your gut, positioning your spinal columns as you stand, which doesn't look very comfortable, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Swallowing, so you don't choke on your saliva. Actively thinking about these things doesn't help, but your brain is taking care of it. Your brain is taking care of it. Sorry. Long notes. And if we suffered a neurological oddity that meant we couldn't swallow, we'd find nothing wrong with repairing that in the brain. But there are diseases of the brain. And since we began mapping and scanning within the last half-century, we're much closer to understanding its functions and its malfunctions. And rather than have people feel like they're incapable or crazy or dangerous in soul, we show them what they actually are. Ill. We need to consider mental health the same way we do the bodily kind, because it is the bodily kind. Here's our body, and sometimes it requires medication. People who experience mental health issues are not weak. They're strong enough to help themselves, and they recognize what they're experiencing is not normal. And how about we start by expanding our sense of normal anyway to include mental illness? Most of us are going to experience a mental health issue at some point in our lives. So why do we hold on to the notion of the sane and the insane? Why not just call ourselves insane and the not insane at the very moment? But we are in an everyday epidemic. Depression is fast becoming one of the biggest causes of disability in the world, and it requires medical intervention. My father used to say about surgery that it's love that keeps it anything but the act between two madmen. And I feel the same way about medication. That it's love. That makes it so we treat people so that they can go home, be in their communities. And that it's love and that it's trust that allows people to not lose their job or their children when they experience a bout of depression. The psychopharmacological revolution is one of the most important occurrences in medicine in my lifetime, and I am very proud to be a part of that. My father lived long enough to see it. He ran 3 miles every single day right into his 70s. Avoided red meat like the plague. But in the end, what got him was up here. But in one of his more lucid moments, he donated his brain to science and the future of research into this field. So, thank you, Dad. Because of people like you, the Cinderella of medicine got to go to the ball.
Well, that's
Yes, Ash? It's good.
And can we reshoot that again?
Sure.
Yeah.
When she found out about.
Sì, grazie. Senti, ti devo parlare, ti prego di non interrompermi. Ho imparato tutto a memoria e non vorrei dimenticare qualcosa di importante. Ascoltami e basta, te lo chiedo per favore. Sei stupenda. Bellissima. Ogni giorno in cui mi sveglio accanto a te, ogni momento che trascorro con te è una benedizione. Una gioia in questo mondo pieno di merda. Però ormai è chiaro che la vita che ti meriti non è più quella che io posso darti. Dovresti avere accanto qualcuno che possa camminare con te, ballare con te, prenderti in braccio il giorno del tuo matrimonio. Quindi credo sia meglio finirla qui. No, non provare a farmi cambiare idea, perché questa volta non ci riuscirai. Mi dispiace. Mi dispiace.
Oh, doesn't mean it'll be one of the others.
Did somebody bring those 2 blonde?
You know what? Harrison got all this. Where do you accent? I would love to play a psychopath. I'm playing a psychopath. This is all in your head, Sarah. You're the only one making this into a thing. No one is fixated on you. Everyone is focused on themselves. You belong. You have every right to be here, just like everybody else. Fun, and you contribute good conversation. Just be yourself, okay? You got this. Sorry to interrupt. I don't really know too many people here. Can I join in on your conversation?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi, I'm Christy.
Oh.
Yeah, join us.
Greg.
How long have you two been together? You guys are such a cute couple.
No, we're
No.
not together. But...
No.
Oh,
He's super gay.
sorry, I just
Wow.
assumed.
Thank you for outing me.
I mean, sorry. So, where are you from?
Actually, I just have to use the washroom really quickly. I'll be like right back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the first fucking thing to come out of your mouth. You a couple? Are you a fucking idiot? It's the 21st century, Sarah. Not every two people of the opposite sex are together. Let alone fucking straight. I'd be able to talk to them after that. I'm so fucking awkward. You are so fucking awkward. You just leave. Honestly, no one fucking wants you here. You should just fucking go. You're such a fucking loser. No. Me, it's not that weird though. It was a little weird. Talk to somebody else. Make new conversation. Didn't read the factor. And you know what? Conversations oscillate all the time. Hi. Hey, I'm Sarah. Can I drink?
Yeah, my name's Sarah too.
Oh, really?
Do you have an H in your name?
With an H.
Damn it. I don't have an H in my name. It's the worst. So I have to tell everyone, hi, my name is Sarah without an H. Starbucks is a nightmare.
Do you know like many people here?
No, I don't know anyone except my boyfriend, but he's down getting me a drink. What about you?
Great. The boyfriend card. How about you were hitting on her? You made her that uncomfortable. She's probably desperate to get away from a fucking creep like you. Your breath probably fucking stinks. Her boyfriend's gonna feel sorry for you. Everyone here probably feels fucking sorry for you. You're so fucking drunk and fucking sloppy.
Here he is, actually. Thanks. This is my boyfriend, Ryan.
Hi. I'm Sarah.
Anisha, talking with Anisha. Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah. Or so easy.
Immaculate. You heard it here first, folks. Thank you so much.
Enough room for you.
This is all very poetic, Ronnie. But as usual, it's a lie. I could smell the anger on you the second you came into that diner. And I can actually smell it now. It smells like rose hips. You know, at the end of the summer when they start to rot and they start to fall off the bush, it smells like metal and moonlight and a little bit of sex. And you wanna know what else? You're violent. I've hurt people, sure, I know that. But doing that same violence to yourself, that's on a whole other level, kiddo. I mean, that's a kind of rage and hatred that I'll never understand. You know, you think you want death? You're a tourist. You're dabbling, as usual. I live here. I actually do find all of this beautiful. I'm not a liar like you. I like it here. Living on the edge of the cavern. Being the one to push someone to the brink like that. And then into that abyss where they stare at you. Into you. Gripping onto you like you're the only thing in their world. That's art, baby. In that moment, I know them better than anyone else. Anyone they ever confided in. Anyone they ever fucked. I know them better than their own mothers do. And I know them better than their best friends. Your friend, Penny. Not like rose hips with her. More like, Sage.
Oh.
No?
No, you can't say that.
Can I say
No,
that?
you can't know that.
Why? I could. If I'd say, been at that party. If I'd say, followed her into that field.
Penny had an accident. Okay, she had an accident.
She had an accident? But what if that's not true, Ronnie? What if you were so busy worrying about yourself, your pain, your struggles, your suffering, that you didn't even realize you got in a car earlier this morning with a man that you already met?
You're a liar.
There. Yeah, you see that? Look. Look. Now that's interesting. Right there, you see? I could say anything to you. Any horrible thing, and you'd fight against it because you're pathologically allergic to the truth. You don't want to die because you're sad, or because you're bored, or because you're a fucking spider web. No, you want to die because you're angry. And you're spoiled. And you live in a version of this world that doesn't even exist.
I hate you.
You don't hate me. Look at us! Look at us! How could you hate me? I saved your life.
You saved my life. Look where we are.
I bought you a whole extra sunrise, little goose. And it looks like it's gonna be a stunner. You know, if we hadn't met this morning, you'd have a grizzly bear chewing on your little toes as we speak.
Yeah.
No. As a matter of fact, why don't you go ahead and tell me that? Say it. Say, Ben, if it weren't for you, I'd have a grizzly bear chewing on my dead little toes right now. Say it. Come on, say it. Say, Ben, if it weren't for you, I'd have a grizzly bear chewing on my toes right now. What's the matter? You got nothing to say? You are gonna have the best time of my life. You have no idea how much I deserve this.
Are you guys ready?
You going around in a circle or is it?
I would say react to anything that's going on. You're gonna hear some kind of abhorrent shit, so that's your content warning. Just sit, enjoy. You can sit there. And I'm gonna be down here, okay? Just let me know when you're done, yeah?
Goddamn Colorado and his dumb plans. Should have known something was up from. It's gonna be a great opportunity, he said. It's gonna be iconic, he said. Do it for the people. The people. Now the master's run off to Verona with his cut. What am I gonna do this? Oh, sweetheart. Oh, hello. Oh, beautiful, loving wife. I see you got my message. A vacation is exactly what you need right now. You've been working so hard. And the children have been a frustration, I know, especially without me here to give them a good lashing with the old wood spoon, eh? Oh, my angel. Listen, I know construction on the tower has taken up a lot of my time, which is why I think that right now, is a great time for us to just take a break. Construction has taken a little bit of a hold due to some slight setbacks. Nothing within my control, of course. It's just nature. But I think that we should leave Pisa and go to Capri. It's a beautiful, beautiful time of year there, I heard, and what have you heard? Well, there's some truth to that, but I will say, the ground is completely stable. It's ground. And especially considering how cheap we bought the lot for. It'll be fixed in a few days. And then after that, we'll just come back here and all will be good. You know, we'll just get right back to it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sweetheart, I'm so sorry, but we really must be leaving. You know those city councilmen, always on my ass on bureaucracy. My love, the light of my life. I am telling you the truth. Okay, like the sand at the base has shifted slightly. But I can assure you that the tower is completely straight. I assure you, it's fine. Okay, maybe from a certain angle, yes. From a certain angle, it might look like it's leaning, but I don't care what your friends say. All right, this is still great for us. All right, it's a quick fix. All right, the moment we are back from vacation, that tower will be as straight as it ever. Jeez, please, don't answer the door. Let's just leave. Just a straight shot to Capri, my dog. It's just Master Gurado's fault. Oh, it was a stupid plan. We don't even need another town around here. All right, I just wanted to build a church. All right? And that bastard just had to go and show off. You know, I think he's compensating for something. And trust me, I have seen it at the bathhouse. And oh, his poor wife. Oh, I can only imagine. If you love me, you would kill me before you answer that door. I can't face them. Not after everything I promised, not after everything I've done. They're gonna knock it down, and then what will I be? Just the god who couldn't even build the tower straight. What of the children? Will our boys be punished whenever they set their faces outside? And oh, the other children are gonna be so cruel. Oh, my daddy paints frescoes and your daddy builds towers crooked, you fuck. Do you really want that for our children? Do you? I don't. I just wanted to make you proud. I know I said this was for our legacy, and it is. But this is also for you, my love. I just want you to look at me like you used to. I just want you to look at me like a man of substance. But to make you proud, if I need to finish building that damned leaning tower, so be it. I, Pisano Givano, will build that tower so straight it will be known for its straightness, its unique, upright qualities. All right. It will pierce the heavens and poke out God's eyes. And Nakarado, he can just go to hell. His skin flayed from his flesh as his wife weeps from heaven. Open the door, my love. Let me embrace the fate of the man who made the great Tower of Pisa.
Hello.
You don't get messages? Guys, let's settle in. Especially with these, with that shit, I was like, yeah.
It's a back and forth, right?
Terminal!
So, January 5th, 1993. Serial kid killer Wesley Allen Dodd becomes the first person in nearly 30 years to be legally executed by hanging in the United States. And that morning, the Seattle Times reports that Dodd himself chose to be hanged, as opposed to lethal... Wait, is that right? Lethal...
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Lethal injection. Yeah, because it was way more popular at the time. So, as opposed to lethal injection, Dodd chose to be hanged. Because, get this, because he himself thought it would only be fair. Because he had hanged one of his victims. Yeah, an eye for an eye type shit. So, the story becomes... reformed serial killer finds the light at the last possible second, repents for his crimes, and seeks, self-imposed justice.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Self-imposed justice. And yeah, maybe Dodd wanted to be seen by the world as repentant and just, but personally, I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe, because I heard that when people choke to death, literally choke, it doesn't work with anything else, like stabbing or whatever, because you need to have oxygen deprivation.
God, can you just shush?
What? Oh, of all the places to talk about death, I think this is the safe one. Anyway, with choking, I guess the brain releases a shit ton of endorphins into the bloodstream, and basically, hanged people orgasm. And, guys
Just sorry, I didn't want to say thank you.
That's great. Thank you so much for being here. And so, apparently sometimes guys' cocks get hard when they reach the end of that line. Yeah. That's what I heard. So you gotta ask yourself, was Dodd being fair? Trying to make up for what he'd done? Or did he just want a bunch of people watching him get off one last time on his way out the door? Anyways, that's beside the point.
What is the point?
The point is, this is the point, that at the same time, like the exact same time, accounting for time zones and everything, the same time that Dodd is getting his desired execution, halfway across the world, this tanker, the Brer, is passing between the Orkney and Shetland Islands with a cargo of crude oil bound for Quebec. I think. Wait. It doesn't matter. Earlier that morning, she loses engine power because seaweed got into her fuel lines. And
My deepest condolences.
good morning. It's really good to see you here. Thank you. And by 8 a.m. in Scotland, the same time the Dodd is turning blue, the Brer crew finally gets calls through to the Coast Guard, who promised to send a tugboat to guide the tanker to port for maintenance. But by this time, the Atlantic is kicking up this big wind, and it is tossing that monstrosity around like a toy in a bathtub, and there's no way the tug is going to make it through. So a helicopter comes to evacuate the Brer crew, and of course, the tanker runs aground and spills oil everywhere and totally fucks up the water for 100 miles or something. And, there are dead birds. Totally coats all the salmon in the area, which is the main industry. Yeah, thank you for being here. Thanks. And everyone loses their livelihoods. This is the largest ecological disaster in maritime history. So what I am saying is, I get it. We like meaning. We need patterns and cause and fault and justice and cosmic order. And, we stub our toe every day for a week, or make a bad bet, or lose our favorite earrings. And we need to believe that...
I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do,
Yeah.
let me know.
Yeah, thanks. And we need to believe that instead of being cursed, that we are victims of random shitty luck. No, we need to believe that there is control. And even if we're not the ones in control, we need to know that somebody is in control, right? So this is my question. Was the Brer spill an accident? Random chance? Or is it possible, even in the slightest way, that because of the butterfly effect, or quantum mechanics, or God, or the devil, or Sister Mary, whoever, making a bad prayer in church in Seattle... is it even slightly, even kind of possible that the January 5th, 1993 hanging of Wesley Allen Dodd by his own preferred means in Washington actually caused the January 5th, 1993 Brer oil spill?
I can't even begin to imagine how you would think that those things are connected.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But there are those among us, crazy people, who definitively say yes.
Hey, I'm so sorry.
Good morning. It's really good to see you. Thank you. And I really fear, I really do, that I am becoming one of those people. Random shit happens all the time. And I want to believe that it's random.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not want to become one of those people who needs to explain away every little weird... Thank you. Every weird coincidence in my life.
What time is it? Should we?
Yeah, let's get this party on the road. Hey! Can we get my remaining family member put into the ground, please? Who needs a fucking family, right? Let's go! Chop, chop.